Everyone. This is a Plexus Gymnasium presentation by Joel Piper. I'm an independent ambassador, 15770 for Plexus Worldwide. I'm excited to share something that I've been researching. It's a little bit about Candida and the benefits of the Plexus BioCleanse and the Plexus ProBio. Candida, the illness, it is unbelievable what having this in your body can do to you. Candida, in my opinion, is the silent killer, which really controls how you feel and even how you think. This short presentation should help you better understand Candida, and it will show you methods to help your body fight to remove the fungus. It's important to realize that everyone has Candida already. It is a microorganism that is naturally present in the gut, part of the balancing system that helps you digest food, stay fit and well. When people talk about Candida, the illness, they are really talking about the excess growth of the Candida yeast. So it's not something that you catch like a virus. The yeast, it becomes problematic when it grows beyond normal levels and spreads throughout the gastrointestinal tract into ultimately into the bloodstream, and from there throughout the body. Once it's loose in the bloodstream, the yeast then changes into a fungus. It's like the movie Alien. Once it gets loose into the bloodstream, it's like loose in the mothership. Candida has only recently been recognized by the medical community, but there has been a surprising amount of research conducted into this illness, as it is now in epidemic proportions, about 80% of our population. The consensus is they're leaning towards a handful of medical and lifestyle factors that seem to be triggers for a Candida overgrowth. That in the past, like when I was a kid, I'm 54, you didn't have the obesity or overweight issues that you have now. You didn't have the Candida overgrowth issues. And I'll do another video on that. I'll call it the Candida cover-up, and how Candida got into our American culture, what happened to our food source. I'll do a video on that later. The modern diet, it's like a feast for Candida. It is the Candida yeast that needs sugar to thrive and multiply. This includes sugar itself, foods containing sugar, and also anything that converts to sugar, such as refined carbohydrates like processed foods made with white flour, other refined grains. Alcohol can all contribute to Candida overgrowth. Another common culprit is antibiotics. A full course of antibiotics kills the harmful bacteria for which it's prescribed, but it also kills the beneficial and friendly bacteria that live in our gut. This can leave your body defenseless to harmful bacteria and fungi, such as the Candida yeast, and it will quickly dominate the small intestine and cause you problems. Of course, there's times where you need antibiotics to be prescribed, but the truth of it is, doctors, in my opinion, overprescribe in many health issues unnecessarily. Astoundingly, 55% of our antibiotics used in the U.S. are in the livestock industry. Herds of cattle are fed antibiotics to keep mortality rates low and profitability margins high, and this will be in my next video. Some of these antibiotics make their way onto our plates in the form of beef and milk. This has become so widespread that the European Union has banned it completely and won't even import beef that has been raised in this way. Stress also affects your body, affects it in two different ways. One of the first ways your body reacts to stress is it releases a cortisol, a hormone that depresses your immune system and raises your blood sugar levels. So the Candida yeast feeds on the extra sugar while your weakened immune system is powerless to stop it. In other sufferers, an outbreak of Candida can be tracked to the contraceptive pill. The stomach is a delicate organ containing a precise mixture of microorganisms, and the yeast um, that help process and digest food, they depend on the right balance of chemicals to support them. But when you take the contraceptive pill, this equilibrium can be thrown off by the hormonal imbalances, um, and it messes with your candida levels. Even mercury in your teeth. I used to have silver fillings in my teeth. Used to be standard practice. Well, mercury significantly weakens the immune system and can be the cause of many health problems. One of these is Candida. I had all mine removed. Um, Chlorine, fluoride, they also kill beneficial bacteria in the gut. Um, Candida is just one of many conditions that diabetes can bring about, and diabetic women are particularly susceptible to any yeast infection, and elevated blood sugar levels feed the Candida yeast, allowing it to grow quickly and dominate the other microorganisms in your gut. Also, the Candida fungus is protected by an armor-like cellular membrane. It's extremely hard for your immune system to penetrate this. The Also, the reason why it's so hard to diagnose Candida is because your symptoms will be different depending on where the fungus decides to reside in your body. Remember, because it's now loose in your bloodstream, the fungus can take up residence in all kinds of places. I'll give you a few of the symptoms. If you've got these symptoms, it's likely that you have the Candida overgrowth. Take the brain, for example. Candida is one of the few things that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. And when the fungus takes off into the brain, it sets up a mycelium or mushroom-like network. Most common symptoms: depression, anxiety, mental clarity goes right out the window. And I know when you hear some of these symptoms, you might be skeptical and say, oh, but there's all kinds of stuff that can cause this. And yes, there are other things that can cause this. But if you go onto Google search, onto any medical website and research Candida, it will show these symptoms and more. In fact, there are thought to be over 100 different symptoms that can be expressed in someone with Candida. Um, it all depends on where the fungus is and where it's located. The initial stages of Candida infection will vary, uh, often involving the gut, the mouth, your urinary tract. Most common symptoms that indicate Candida are things like thrush, sore throat, bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, earache. But once the infection has reached your bloodstream, it can travel all around your body into other vital systems, such as your brain, your reproductive system, your nervous system. Um, it'll cause things like sugar and alcohol cravings, as well as the cravings for carbohydrate-rich food like bread, pasta, rice, etc. You'll get things like migraines, anxiety, fatigue, acne, hyperactivity, sinus inflammation, irritability, dizziness, low sex drive, um, your skin, athlete's feet, chronic pain. I could go on and on. Um, as more studies are done on Candida infection, it is being realized that this yeast is a serious contributor to many illnesses that now include alcoholism, asthma, Addison's disease, chronic fatigue syndrome, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, arthritis, psoriasis, depression. So in a moment, I'll share some things with you to help you fight this in your body, help fight this fungus. But for a minute, let's find out if you have it. Let's do the Candida yeast overgrowth and do the test. You can do the blood test, you can do the stool test, you go to your doctor, or you can do the simple spit test first thing in the morning with some uh, room temperature water in a glass, preferably bottled water, before you brush your teeth or anything. Spit into that glass and leave it for about 20 minutes. If it starts to grow string-like legs down to the bottom of the glass, or has suspended spotty saliva or cloudy saliva, then you have the overgrowth of the bad yeast known as Candida. Um, However, Plexus Worldwide, finally, there are simple, safe methods that may help your body with the Candida fungus without weird diets or expensive treatments. The Plexus BioCleanse and the Plexus ProBio 5 are very good starting points along with the other Plexus products. Um, Please, at this time, consider uh, going to my Plexus website, joelpiper.myplexusproducts.com, and reviewing the products. If you want more information, feel free to call me, 907-690-3431. Continue to follow me here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to have all kinds of really good information coming up in the future for your health and wellness journey. Until then, I thank you for following me, and together we will change lives. Thank you.